I don't think you're ready, Steve.
On this week's episode, I was ready. Why did you do that? I was so ready.
Because you weren't ready.
On this week's episode, we talk about me not being ready, apparently. Was I ready
Yes.
or not ready?
He's never ready.
I'm not ready?
He thinks he's
Or
a
I'm-
battery.
Or am
He
I
wants
ever
to get
ready?
thrown off of a roof because he thinks he's a battery.
Am I ever ready? Oh, foreshadowing. Is that one of our stories, Scott?
Maybe.
Could be.
But you know, I don't kiss and tell.
Is that one of our stories, Scott? Welcome to the Don't Know Show. It's your time to unwind and leave your worries behind. This is a show being hosted by a robot and a human, so stick around and enjoy. This is a talk show where a actual robot is hosting the show, and I'm that robot. I'm Steve.
And I'm the human. I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show, a podcast, and a live Twitch stream.
Yep, and we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today.
But
Sans
before we get to
politics.
that, before we get
Sans
to that,
politics.
before we get to
Sans
that,
politics.
before we get to
Sans
that,
politics. Sans politics.
go
Go
ahead.
subscribe. Subscribe, share, do all the other good stuff that that nice, kind people do. Share, send our stuff out to people you like, send it out to people you don't like. We don't care. Just
And
send it out.
if they're not nice, kind people, they can still share, right?
I don't understand where you're going with that, but sure, just as long as they share.
Exactly. Well, you said nice, something that nice, kind people would do. Well, if you're not a nice, kind person, you can still share. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying we need to make sure we get everybody involved.
Okay. So everybody get involved. Call into Scott's phone. His phone number is...
555.
No, it
Everything's
isn't.
555. Remember?
Here's your phone number.
Yeah. Ooh. Ah!
Is it on your
Ready?
webpage?
I don't know. Some of it is. But anywho's,
Go
Supposed
to
to-
Scott's webpage, find his phone number, and call us.
yeah, I don't answer the phone anyway. So
You do during the show.
I do. Oh yeah, I guess. I
Oh
do.
yeah, your phone number is 1262.
It is.
Uh-huh.
That's a weird phone number.
You want me to keep going?
It's not relevant. I mean, because I got my earbuds in, so even if the call comes through, I'm the
we've
only
got-
one going to hear it.
Because we've got the 215 right here.
215.
The expressway.
Oh,
215 expressway.
588 2300. Who's that,
it's the
Steve?
215 expressway. You want me to keep going?
No, who? What's 588 2300? Come on, Steve. You know this.
Nachos. Buy nachos.
Ah,
Have a
All
bald guy with gray hair and glasses.
bald guy with gray hair and glasses. Okay. Works for me.
Dude.
Dude.
Seriously?
No. Lying. You are lying.
Where is it? Where is it?
I have no
you know,
idea.
I hate when you do this, and then I do this, and you go, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. we
So then I
talking
got to
about
do
me.
this and show you this. Balding guy, gray hair, glasses.
Oh. You don't see him anymore on the commercials. All you see is an animated caricature of him.
Well, yeah, there's a bobblehead. But yeah, see?
Yeah.
You mean this guy?
Yep. I grew up listening to his commercials, but now they changed it. Now it's 1-800-580. There we go. 2-300
Is
Empire.
that the cartoon guy you were talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, see how fast I find
It's
that
the
stuff?
way it goes. Yeah, you're really good at that stuff. You know what I do? I let other people do it. That way I can focus on the things I'm really good at.
Which is?
Like
Chance to brag, let's go.
like eating these.
Like what?
Eating these.
That looks like a lot of sugar right on the bottom there that was in the pan. It got hard. and
That
crispy.
is so good. It
Is
is.
that what that is? Is that sugar that actually
No, it's maple
caramelized?
syrup.
That's
It's
maple syrup that
dude.
caramelized?
Yes, these are cinnamon French toast pieces. They're thin and they're small, and they're stacked four high. They don't come stacked four high, but
and they put it in a pan, and they put the maple syrup in a pan.
no, I did that.
Well, what's the crunchy stuff then? This stuff right here.
Right here?
No.
This here.
No. That, and look at your other hand. Pick your other hand up.
Up here.
Yeah, there and there. Down and that and down.
Okay.
Down. There's one. Yeah. What's that?
Well, it's the egg from the French toast, right?
Oh, it's the egg. Well, it looks like it looks like it's caramelized.
Yeah, no, it's egg.
So what is the thing up here? Is that butter? On the other side? Go to the top of the other side.
What I did is it came on a plate with 2 eggs and 2 strips of bacon. And it came on a big oval plate. Okay. No, I'm sorry. It just came in with 2 eggs and the French toast.
From where?
The place we go, Norris Cafe in Elkhorn.
Did your screen get blurry at the top? Did you smudge your camera? Or is that...
Yeah.
Put your hand up there so I can see if it's...
I can see it. I can see it.
Put your hand up there. Stop pointing. Never mind. Don't do that. Back it away so I can see. Is that the picture? Does that glare on the picture?
It is.
Okay. Because when you moved over your head like this, it kind of looked like it went to your forehead. That's what I was saying.
Oh, not there. See, nothing on the forehead.
Yeah, that's what I should have had you. I should have put that big billboard up there in front.
Yes. Look, you can't have a billboard.
Jesus.
So, but anyway, the way they serve it. Yeah, the way they serve it is there's 4 of these round French toast on a platter. So you didn't make
this. You were out of place.
This is from Norris Cafe. I already told you that. You are not listening, Steve.
Yeah, but I said you made this and you just went right along with it.
And the sausage was on a separate little plate, the plate that these are now on. So what I did is I took the sausage, put it on the big oval plate with the eggs. I took these,
the sausage.
Put butter on each piece and stacked it like a short stack, right? Only this would be a full stack. And then I poured the maple syrup.
Does French toast come in stacks?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so how could you have a short stack of French toast?
Well, because a short stack is actually a term. It's usually reserved for pancakes.
Right, which is not a full stack of pancakes.
Yes. So anyway, this is so good the way I did it.
I'm just, hold on. Still trying to figure this out?
Oh, this feels so good.
How is 4 pieces of French toast a short stack?
I corrected myself right after I said that. I said it's more of a full stack because a short stack is only 2.
Right, so it's more of a more than a full stack.
That's why I said it was a full stack. A full stack is 3 or 4.
Yeah, but it's more than a full stack.
It's only 4. That's a full stack. 4. 3 and 4 is full. 1 and 2 is short. Actually, no. 1 is nothing because it's just 1. 2 is a short stack. 3 and 4 is a full stack.
1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
You know, that's true. Unless it's just you by yourself anyway, then you might feel like you're using your other hand. So anyway, Steve, why do you have a storm?
I don't have a storm.
It sure looks like a storm.
That's sunshine, dude.
On your shoulder?
Sunshine on my shoulder. Looks so lovely. So that was your lunch today? Breakfast lunch?
No, that was actually from last week, but I finally got it on the computer.
So where'd you go this week?
Same place, only this week I just had a burger, or bacon cheeseburger.
Where's the picture of that?
It's a bacon cheeseburger. It looks like a bacon cheeseburger.
Where's the picture?
This is cool. I didn't take a picture of it. What do you think I am? One of those people that post everything I eat on Facebook? No, I don't do that.
You should. And then complain that it's cold and say you want it replaced.
Yeah. No. See, we already made the factual evidence that I'm one of the nice guys. I don't do that kind of crap. I do let management know if there's a problem, but I always let them know quietly without causing a ruckus because you can't fix something if you don't know there's a problem.
Sure.
And I'm never a dick about it. I'm always very nice. I said, just to let you know, this is a problem here. You know.
Okay.
You know, it's one of the reasons I like going to Quick Trip because they have this little light switch in the bathroom with a sign above it that says, if this bathroom needs attending, just turn on the switch. So their bathrooms are always clean. It's cool.
You think it's a light switch. So you go in there and constantly keep flipping it on and off.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Scott's in the bathroom again. Because the light's not going on, so you just keep flipping it.
No, you just turn it on and you leave it on. And then they come in and turn it off when they do it.
Like Tom
It's
Bodette. Is that, you think you're Tom Bodette?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good reference there. Good job, Steve.
All right.
You're all wide awake.
So that's not showing the clouds, which we have. We have clouds in Vegas, and it's been raining a lot lately. So yeah.
Yes. Did you break a record yet?
For what, rain?
Yes.
No.
Because you don't get a whole lot of rain there ever. I mean,
No,
it's
we don't.
weird.
I know. It's very weird. All right.
Isn't
So
something like 4 inches a year?
yeah, I think 2.5 is the average. Some ridiculously low number.
Yep.
Okay. This is the
doesn't-
South Point Casino. Okay, go ahead.
Ooh.
What were you gonna say?
Wait a minute. Are we facing south?
Froze up. So I don't know where the show is at this point. It looks like I'm still live on Twitch, but it looks like you're frozen on Twitch. Okay, now
okay.
you're back. So that's South Point. And you know what they film at South Point?
South Park.
No. Oh, Jesus. We talk about this all the time. We talked about it recently on the show, American Ninja Warrior Finals.
Okay.
Okay, and they filmed the finals there in this.
I will
lot
take
back
your
there.
word for it.
Well, not my word for it. We've talked about it on the show before. You've talked about it coming up, and you were actually watching it, going, "Oh," and we started discussing. I go, "Look, it's already been filmed. It's done." And you're like, "No, it's not." And then I said, "Yeah, it is." And you said, "No, it's not. I'm watching the
That was
finals."
like
You're
3
watching
years
last year's
ago.
finals. What?
That was like 3 years ago. I don't
No.
remember anything from
No, this was less than 2 months ago. But whatever.
Oh. Sure.
Whatever. So they're building a soundstage.
Okay.
So they completely covered up the side with it's a canvas. So it's a big frame and it's canvas over the top. And they
Okay.
completely covered up the sides. So that side was a solid sheet wall of the canvas and everything. And then I went by today, and guess what they're doing today?
Taking it down.
Taking down the sidewalls. So apparently something's wrong with the sidewalls. So they took the far side down, and now they're taking down the side that you see here as partially up. But it was completely up, closed off, and everything. So they are filming an unnamed show there.
Okay.
An unnamed production company. But I know who's showing whose production company. Well, I don't know who the production company is.
All right. So basically, what you're doing is you're letting me know not to be surprised when they pull up at my door with a limousine, saying, "All right, get in. We're taking you to Vegas for the filming."
I wish that you could be on the show.
No shit.
Do you know the Mr. Beast show where he gave away the $5 million and the guy won $10 million?
I vaguely remember that. Yes.
Well, guess where season 2 is going to be filmed?
Yeah.
Or
Las
part of it.
Vegas.
In that studio.
Cool.
That is the Mr. Beast. So if you want to come stalk him and you want to have him give you maybe $1 million, he just gives out money like crazy in cards to people and shit like that. So there it is. That's what that.
Bar she blows.
So that's why I took that picture.
Cool.
Yeah, cool, wonderful.
Totally radical for sure.
Okay.
All right. So what else we got?
I don't know. What do we talk about after we talk about that picture behind us?
Usually, well, normally it's when you're like going into your food stash and showing all the weird shit you got. And so I brought this.
I clicked away because the wild berry Skittles.
Yep.
Well, what is it?
It is a drink that tastes like
Skittles.
Skittles. Yes.
But, like, who sells it? It's not Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper. It says Skittles. It does. It's not like it's Skittles. Who bottles it?
You know, I should have double checked, but I don't see anything.
Are you sure it's not moonshine? Did somebody poison you?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Do I have? I do not have a magnifying glass handy.
But you don't know who. You don't know who. You have no idea, huh?
Well, I'll tell you in a moment.
You have a phone?
Because I have my phone here, and I just took a picture of it so I can look at it and make it bigger. Oop, not there. So gallery. There. Open this up. Come on. It says,
Oh,
oh,
that's not good.
it has to say who's doing it, right?
Oh, shit.
Wow. This is like the weirdest thing. Used under license, manufactured for Fire Brands LLC. Fire Brands LLC. You ran away, so I'm going to have to look this up myself. But I can do that. Fire Brands LLC. See what it says. Distributes and markets innovative beverages with its focus on flavor first. Fire Brands is dedicated to delivering. Oh, hey, that's the same stuff. I bought all this stuff. I got oh, I should share this. Even though Steve's not really right there. Let's do this. Let's do this. Bloop.
I pulled down a cord. Is my microphone still working?
Yes.
I pulled down a cord and all my stuff disconnected off top of my computer.
Ooh, cool beans. Is it working now?
Yeah, I think so.
Did the share work? Doesn't look like the share worked.
Yeah, it works. You're up there.
Are you seeing the warheads,
and all that
Skittles
stuff,
and the Snickers? All right. I bought all 3 flavors of the Skittles. I bought all 3 flavors of the milk. I did not buy the warheads. I did not see that there.
Oh, we saw the milk. We had the milk on the show earlier. I was wondering when this was going to come out.
Yep.
We talked about this on the show.
So
and did you try any milk yet?
The Snickers, I kid you not, it tastes like Snickers. I'm like, I even gave it to Susie. It says, am I imagining this? Does this really taste like Snickers? And she goes, it tastes like Snickers. You can taste the peanut, the caramel, and everything.
That's pretty good. Makes you wonder what kind of fake chemicals are in there.
The problem is I can't drink. I shouldn't be drinking this at night because it's not diet,
Oh, you shouldn't be drinking anything at night that's not diet. You shouldn't be drinking anything that's not diet, period.
But these...
No problem with sugar.
Do you ever eat Skittles?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. The thing with Skittles, however, it's got a candy shell on it, right? And then it's chewy on the inside. This is a liquid version. It has no crunch at all, but it tastes like the flavor it says.
That's pretty good.
We drank the tropical first, very tasty. The wild berry tastes like wild berry. I haven't tried the original yet.
Taste the rainbow.
So there we go.
Where'd you get them at?
The Evil Empire.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I should probably have done that. That was silly of me, and I think.
You
therefore
stink?
I are. No, I said I think. Therefore I are. Don't you know about being R?
No.
R was from Warm Bodies. Do you remember the movie Warm Bodies?
Yeah. I remember the Warm Bodies. Okay, yeah. They're on the airplane together. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I found it. Come on.
So?
They had this big honking ass display of this stuff, all the flavors in the middle of the aisle.
Worked.
Yep,
so
it worked. I saw it. I said, Steve was talking about this stuff. I should get some. And it was good.
No, that's crazy. The milk is crazy, though. The milk was good.
Well, the cool thing about it is it requires no refrigeration until you open it. It reminds me of Yoo-Hoo. You're familiar with Yoo-Hoo? You remember that?
Yoo-Hoo. Yeah.
Yep, yellow can with blue letters, I believe. So that's what it reminds me of. It has the same consistency as Yoo-Hoo. Well, a little thicker maybe, but very good. Very, very good. I was impressed.
What did you say the Yoo-Hoo logo was?
I'm pretty sure it's a yellowish can with blue letters or blue highlighted letters, maybe it is. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I don't think your memory is...
Well, we already know about my memory.
Failing.
Yellow can, blue letters. For crying out loud. I was right.
That's what I said.
And it says my internet connection is unstable.
I said, I don't think your memory is failing you.
Oh, it's not. I get it now. Okay. There we go. So why the hell
What?
am I having internet problems today? Actually, I shouldn't say that. The internet's gone down quite a few times in the past couple of months.
Yeah.
They sent letters saying we're having an issue. We'll let you know when it's fixed. And then like 40 hours later, it's all been solved.
Losers. No, it hasn't.
Yeah. So
So,
ever
cool.
since we had the big windstorm. Oh, did I tell you about the big windstorm that we just had again with the tree that came down right in front of me and I drove through the tree?
No.
Yeah, that was fun.
Car? Bus?
My pickup truck.
Oh, no.
So on
Insurance
my
claim?
street, no. Here's the part that is okay. You know my reflexes. Well, you remember
You said you drove through it.
I did, but smart enough. I saw it come down. It went bam in the middle of the road, covered both lanes. But the very top of the tree, which is the thinner part of the branches, the thin branches, was all the way into the grassy area. I hit the brakes, slid partially sideways, brought myself around, caught the very top of the canopy of the tree as I went around it and missed the mailbox, missed the phone box, those green phone boxes on the side of the road, missed that, got into the road, stopped the vehicle, plugged in my emergency light on my roof for snow plowing, hit my four ways, and stood there in the rain waiting for people to come by and flagging them down and showing them how to get around the tree. When I got back to the house, I looked at the front of the vehicle. Leaves and small branches were stuck in the grill, on the windshield wipers, on the back of the mirror.
You didn't puncture the radiator? You're lucky.
No, nothing. Nope.
Wow.
So and then I called 911. They sent the crew out and took care of it.
Nice.
So I did my good deed and kept other people from slamming into it because it was in the valley. Literally.
You said duty.
Duty. Damn it. This tastes so good now. I want more, but I can't drink more because I'll be up peeing all night.
That sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do you got going? You got anything cool?
I will not be here August the 10th.
Okay. Will I be with you on August the 10th?
No, it's a Sunday. Well, you could be. Do you want to come out? I'll buy you tickets.
Are you going to go play golf?
No, I told you that.
Oh, you're going to do a show. Is this the show that you talked about earlier in the show?
No.
Okay, good.
My brother-in-law's coming out for my birthday. My birthday is August 8th. It's on a Friday.
Yep.
Right? August 10th is that Sunday.
Okay.
Since he is out here, he wants to go to a concert at the Lee Family Center.
Okay.
It
like
is
Robert E. Lee?
It is I Want My 80s Tour. Rick Springfield, John Waite, Wang Chung, and Paul Young. Full sets from each artist.
I like, who the hell's Wayne Chug?
You know who Wang Chung is?
I know who that is, but the way you said it, I'm like, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, August 10th.
Everybody have fun tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But they don't have a meet and greet.
Unfortunately, August is still my busy season.
You don't have a non-busy season now, apparently.
Well, all winter long, I work on other stuff, and well, you know how that goes.
Yeah, but they only have premium tickets and merch pick. And like, where's the meet and greet? There's no.
Maybe they're sold out already.
No, there was never available. Which kind of sucks.
Well, what I would suggest that you do is you bring a whole bunch of beef jerky.
Why is that?
Well, because you walk up there, it says, I need to be greeted. And if they go, why? It says, because I got the meat. And yet it's not perverted because you actually have beef jerky. You don't get in trouble.
I don't know what the hell you're even talking about.
Meet and greet. Meet and greet. You got the meat.
What if I like a charcuterie board? Should I bring cheese too?
You can, except it doesn't go along with the meet and greet thing.
Hey, how many people want to get in on a bet with me? I've now told Scott a full 2 months ahead that I will not be here on the 10th.
Okay.
And that my birthday is, August 8th, which is a full 2 months from now. How many
Right,
people
which we
want?
already know about.
How many people want to bet me that Scott will forget that I will not be here on Sunday the 10th because I will be at that concert?
Yeah, but
Who
you'll
would
be here
like to-
anyway.
Who would like to take me up on that bet?
You'll
Are you
still
going to
be
do a
here.
replay? You going to do a
No,
replay show?
No, you'll just be here. It's the
You
way
do a
things
replay
work.
show.
The
Do a
show's
replay show.
something's going to be weird, and they're going to say, "Hey, we need to start the show at noon so that we're done by 4." And so you'll go early, and then you'll be here. And you
You're
go,
gonna
"Hey,
do a
look,
replay
Scott,
show.
I'm here early."
You do a replay show.
Oh.
Cool. So let's
things
talk
you
about
can do.
foreign countries.
There aren't any.
All right, Jeannie's in on the bet. And if you want, if you're going to fly out here for that weekend, we're going to do a bunch of stuff. John wants to go to like Area 51 and stuff like that. Not Area 51, Area 15, which is an entertainment center. That's here.
Right.
So,
What
but
about
yeah,
the
if you
Needle
want to
Point
come,
trip?
let me know. I'll buy the tickets, but you got to let me know now. So,
Okay.
not you, Jeannie.
Yes, I realized that. I knew you were talking to Jeannie.
Well, you said okay for her.
I did because you're not paying attention to what she's typing.
She didn't say okay.
I could read her mind.
Okay.
If it has to do with you, she's all in on it.
All right. So first off, we're going to ask you a few things. Do you know what Fukushima is in Japan?
Isn't that a nuclear reactor?
Well, that's where it was. Yes,
Oh.
It's been 14 years since one of the worst nuclear accidents in history. Okay. This was the one that had the tsunami. No, you cannot. Yeah, I don't care about what he cannot. Can you? Jean's got to tell me if she can. I'm buying the tickets tomorrow morning.
No, she said, no, you cannot. And that's where in her mind is what she's saying that to.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. But she's still got to tell me because I'm buying the tickets tomorrow morning. All right. So, Fukushima was a power plant, yes?
I believe that is correct.
That is correct. That was a rhetorical yes, just to get you to go along with me to agree with me.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. The tsunami knocked out the electric grid.
Okay.
Because it knocked out the electric grid, the pumps failed, and they couldn't continue to cool the rods, keep them in the water, right? So
Yes.
they had a meltdown, right?
Yes.
Well, isn't Fukushima a power plant?
Yes.
Shouldn't they have been able to just power their own power to keep the pumps running? I mean, wouldn't you think that that would be one of the fail-safes is have the nuclear power you're generating, if all the wires around the building break down, the wires inside the building could still transmit to the pumps to...
Well, here's the thing that I don't understand.
Yeah.
Every place that back in the day when I used to deliver fuel oil, we had a couple of special contracts with certain agencies where we delivered fuel to underground generators that, like, if they lost power, they could make the wells still where the pumps work for the wells.
Sure, but with a tsunami that could flood under.
All right, I see that.
But what I'm saying is the nuclear power plant
should be able to create its own power.
It's
correct.
internal.
Should
Yeah,
have a big switch. Click. You know.
Yeah, like it's like right there, and it's all housed in the same building. Now, if the building gets destroyed, then obviously you're going to have exposed rods.
Yes.
But shouldn't you take the power that you're generating right in that building and power that building with it?
That would.
I'm sure I'm missing something, but yeah, it's just a design flaw there. I'm open for hiring for consultation. But,
Yes.
So, 14
and
years ago,
too.
Here's the headline. Ready?
Sure.
Japan puts Fukushima soil in Prime Minister's flower bed to show it's safe.
Okay.
Any problems with that? To demonstrate that the soil is now safe for repurposing, Japan announced Tuesday its plans for to use some in the flower beds in the Prime Minister's office.
Yes. Okay. You know that I don't keep up on this sort of stuff, but the few things
Okay, you keep up on nuclear power and what it can do to you if you're exposed to the nuclear radiation and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
this is what I'm
right.
looking for from you.
Okay. It
What
seems
is
really
wrong with that
suspect,
statement?
especially since they say that this stuff has like this stupid 1,000-year shelf life issue. But then it turns out that if you go to Hiroshima and Nagasaki, it's not as bad as they thought it was going to be. People are actually starting to live there.
Okay. So,
Needle
first
pointer.
question.
Yes.
Do you know who the Prime Minister of Japan is? Just out of
I
curiosity.
do not.
Okay. Okay. So you probably don't know who it is.
Nope.
Right? It's Shigeru Abe Ishiba.
See, now even if I
Ishiba?
knew who it was, I probably couldn't pronounce it just like you had trouble.
So, is a Japanese politician who serves as the Prime Minister of Japan and the President of the Liberal Democratic Party, the LDP, since 2024.
Okay. So 1 year.
Okay. So how
He's a
old do
newbie.
you think he is?
50s?
How about he was born in 57?
All right. So 60s. He's late 60s.
Okay, late 60s. If you're exposed to radiation, and it's lower levels, but it's over a long period of time,
Right.
how long do you think it takes to start showing symptoms?
If I recall correctly, one of the reasons that they started doing lead vests in X-ray rooms is that the doctors and nurses that were doing X-rays without it started getting sick years afterwards.
Years.
So years, yes.
So they're going to put this soil, only a little bit,
Right.
in his flower beds. They're not going to use all the soil. It's going to be mixed in.
Yes.
The guy's already 70, 80 years old.
No, he's 68 years old.
68?
Yes.
Okay, 68 years old. He is 68 years old.
Yep. So if it takes 6 years for him to have any symptoms, he'll be
Right.
74. And at 74, where's the symptom actually from?
Right. And do they expect people to go, oh, we put it there, so it's safe?
Yep.
Plus, any
No.
long-term damage to this guy, he's not going to live long enough for it to shorten his life. That's noticeable to, right? I mean, it just seems like a weird way to prove that it's safe.
I agree.
Because it's not
But-
really proving anything.
You do remember, you may not remember, when I was a kid, we had watches that glowed in the dark because
They're called
they were
iridium.
technically, they were actually radioactive.
And do you know where? Call back to Big Bang Theory. When the power outage went, he goes, "Hey, what happened to the all the lines and arrows you had for the escape route, Sheldon?" He goes, "Oh, those were terribly radioactive, so I got rid of those."
Yeah. Surprise!
So yeah, kind of weird, right?
It
But
is.
yeah, so Big Bang Theory. So iridium, yes, I know what iridium is. But
Yep.
I just thought that was a weird way to prove.
And speaking of what I just brought up, there is a show coming out by Henry Winkler that's going to be talking about all this crazy ass shit.
Okay.
Stuff that, we had as kids, like a portable blowtorch for kids to do things with. A chemistry set that you could actually create explosives with that you bought at the local dime store.
Well, I had that. With the chemistry sets where you could make stuff.
Yes. Yep.
It's called Hazardous History.
Yeah.
Is the name of the show.
I
you're
am
talking
so
about.
looking forward to that because I love Henry Winkler. He's a really
Hazardous
good guy.
History with Henry Winkler. It's going to be on the History Channel.
Yeah.
And I don't remember when it was coming out. I think it's.
I don't know. They're promoting it, so it's coming
I think
soon.
it's June 15th. Trying to remember something about that date. Let me look it up, see if I can find it. And it is Hazardous History with Henry Winkler, hosted by the iconic Henry Winkler. Each 60-minute episode of this nostalgia-driven series tells stories of things we did for fun, for money. June 15th. New series June 15th. 10 to 9 Central. Streams next day. Watch preview.
June 15th
June 15th.
is a week from today.
That's next Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. We're going to record that.
Well, what's happening on the 12th, Scott?
That Juneteenth day?
That's the
No,
19th.
it's 19th. Yeah. June
There will be
12th.
more quizzes on holidays, so remember that.
June 12th. June 12th. June 12th. What do we have on June 12th? Oh, Daddy's Day.
No, Daddy
No,
Day's on
that's
Sunday.
It's on a Sunday too.
That would be the 15th. You're getting closer. 19th, 15th. What's on the 12th?
It doesn't say there's anything on the 12th on my calendar.
Well, then you didn't put it on there.
Why would I put it on there?
Because your robot is becoming more robot-y.
Oh, you're getting more robot-y. Are you gonna be
Go. Let's see you dig yourself out of this one. Go ahead.
Yeah, bionic. Are you gonna be bionic now?
Yeah. You know, his name was Steve Austin. So
yeah.
and, I'm Steve Allen. That's close.
That's pretty close. Sure. So
same first name and the same last initial.
It works. It
Austin,
works.
eh?
Cool. So
all right.
Yep.
So what else? What else did Japan do this week that made the news?
I vaguely remember seeing something, but I did not pay attention.
Because he didn't have enough money.
Oh, it's one of those things, huh?
Yeah. Well, it cost a lot of money to crash into the moon for a second time.
Oh, that's
although
what
Japan
that was
called
all
it,
about.
although Japan called it a hard landing, so they tried to put another spacecraft on the moon, and guess what?
I'm really dumbfounded because the Japanese they usually learn
I'm
very
dumbfounded
quickly.
too. They invented the game. Remember it? The little space shuttle game where you landed on the moon with the little button. You just had 2 buttons and you could land on the moon.
That's right.
Do you remember that game?
I certainly do.
I think it was called Lunar Lander.
That sounds correct. The thing that I hated about it is you could slow yourself down really fast, but if you held the button too long to go sideways, you couldn't stop going sideways.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Where's I want
the thrusters? Yes, the thrusters.
This is a modern. No, this is too modern. I want the original black and white one. I'm looking for the video of the original lunar lander here. Here it is. Here it is.
Ooh, I even hear the sound.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Let's see. I used to just turn it sideways and hitting the thruster and see how fast you could go before it crashed. The thing is, you ran out of fuel.
Yes.
1979, they were landing these things.
You
so you got to
betcha.
get over there to the 3 times landing pad.
And didn't it get to the point later that they start shooting at you?
No, not in this version. No.
Okay.
Where's he going? Landing in the wrong
I don't know.
spot.
We're definitely missing this thing.
Oh, he's going to a 5 time.
Oh.
We didn't see that down there. You're trying to land on the 5 time. But yeah, you got your vertical speed, your horizontal speed. It's close. You might get there. See, look!
Ta-da!
Look, in 1979 they were doing this.
Yep.
So I don't know. I mean, not exactly sure what their problem is. I think it's actually a conspiracy to knock the moon out of orbit.
Oh, yeah. That would work with a small craft for sure.
Well, you hit something hard enough, you could knock it out of orbit, right?
It would take something pretty damn big.
Well, what if they loaded it with explosives?
See, now that could have potential. If come on, what's the name of the movie? Armageddon.
And guess what the name of the Japanese company's spacecraft was called? Because it wasn't.
One no make?
Resilient.
Oh, there you go.
A hard landing means resilient hit the moon surface faster than it was planned. It's unlikely it survived in any condition to proceed with its 2-week mission.
Okay.
So yeah, they blow it up. They blow it up real good.
Weird.
All right, see you later.
Oh, Wait a minute. Where's Google?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is your time to unwind with our genuine positivity message of the week. The genuine positive message of the week. That's right. Here he is. Fun Guy, the entertainer.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody? Oh, that food
come-
looks so delicious behind me.
Did you come floating in from outer space?
I did. I was watching that video of yours while I was on hold to come in.
Cool. What you got for us?
Anyway, with just a little effort, you could skim through life. With an honest effort, your life and those around you can be genuinely worth living.
Right. Fun Guy, the entertainer. I don't have that horn.
Hi, Goog. How you doing?
No,
Awesome. Everything is awesome.
so Goober's down there biting you again?
Well, he's sort of behaving, but he didn't come out for his sesame crunch arounds. And I can tell that he's getting up there in age because he's not climbing up on the box anymore.
He's pissed off at you.
You have to feed him on the floor.
For a month, you've been telling him he's going to get laid, and then now he's not going to get laid.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is I went and saw the bunnies that he's got. Things are like twice his size.
They're not that cute?
No, they're
you wouldn't do them, is what you're saying?
They are meat rabbits. They are made to be large, and they are large. They're like the size of a small dog.
So you're saying is you wouldn't do them?
Yeah, well, of course they wouldn't. They're rabbits.
Not stopped other people. Hey, so speaking of Bulletproof.
Oh, that's a movie.
Yeah, it is. But if you're going to stay overseas, China is making a bulletproof battery. So you know how batteries...
yeah, we're having a problem. They crack easy in accidents.
They crack, and once they crack,
start on fire.
They start a fire, yeah, right?
Yep, which is
so
almost
got a
impossible
battery
to put
coating.
out, right?
They got a battery coating that they put around the battery.
Okay.
And how do you test this battery coating?
Yeah, putting your tongue on the two terminals.
How would that test the battery coating?
I have no idea because I have no... Oh, I bet you I know how. They use crash test dummies.
Right. They put the coating around a crash test dummy, and then they throw it off the 6th floor.
Ooh, that's a long way down.
Right. And if the crash test dummy survives, then you know you've got a good coating.
Cool.
But they didn't use crash test dummies.
Oh.
They
just scooped up the battery?
Watermelons.
Watermelons! How cool is that?
They coated the watermelon. Do we have a video?
What a waste of good food, though.
Xiaomi's founder and CEO Lei Jun just put his company's bulletproof coating to the test by dropping a watermelon covered in the material from the top of a 6-story building.
There it is.
The result? Not a single crack. He revealed that the same coating is used on the underside of the battery packs in Xiaomi's new SU7.
Cool, huh?
Very cool.
Isn't that how you would test it? I think you just want to throw a watermelon off the building.
He probably grew up watching Gallagher.
Well, Gallagher didn't do that, but there's a lot of people throwing.
He took watermelons and hit them with a sledgehammer.
Yeah. Wouldn't be able to do that if they put this coating on it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's how I would test it, right?
I'm assuming since you're still talking to me, everything's working fine, but
yeah, I know you're getting warnings like crazy.
Yes.
So speaking of crazy,
cuckoo.
Here's where I told you this is where we test Scott. It seems like every show now I'm doing a test for Scott.
Yes.
Okay, Scott. Halloween. Whoopsie. Halloween is 145 days away.
Okay.
Now, why, do you ask, did I happen to mention Halloween's 145 days?
You didn't. You said it was 144 days.
145.
So it's 145 days.
145 days away. So
Okay.
why did this come up? You ask. Let me lead you down the path. Why did this come up? You ask.
Why did this come up? I ask.
There we go. Why did this come up? Well, what holidays are coming up next, Scott?
4th of July. Well, Father's Day and 4th of July.
And Juneteenth. You forgot Juneteenth
Oh,
already.
Juneteenth, yeah.
I told you to remember it.
Right.
You forgot it?
Yeah.
Okay, what other holidays will be coming up before Halloween?
Labor Day.
Right?
What else is at the end of?
So why did this come up? Again, you ask.
All right, Steve, why did this come up?
Wow, you're getting so much better at that. Because Target told me to. So why didn't you ask Target? Why don't you ask Target?
Target, why is it 145 days away?
Well, that's the calendar.
I didn't get any answer.
Oh, look at that. I was shopping on Target the other day. See, I was putting stuff in my cart down there.
Yes.
7 items in my cart. And look which advertisement they gave me. This is the Target ad from this week. All in for Halloween. Get the early decor drop now. Early decor? It's 145 days away. Target, what are you doing?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Trying to sell more candy and Halloween decorations?
Exactly.
Isn't that crazy, though?
It is crazy.
I've never gotten a Halloween ad that early.
I would have to concur. I find it weird when stuff comes out before Labor Day.
4th of July, Labor Day, 4th of July. You know, there's barbecue stuff and candy and Labor Day, and then go to Halloween.
Right.
Now you know how Thanksgiving feels.
Left out.
Yeah. 4th of July and Labor Day feel left out. I just thought that was weird, though. And you know how I like looking at different subjects or headings or headlines and going, what the hell were they trying to say?
Exactly.
All right.
I think that we'd be able to figure things out by now because we've lived a lot, but they confuse us.
So here's another headline I saw.
Ooh,
and I was like, what the hell does this mean? So I'll read the headline. You tell me what it means.
Okay.
Coca-Cola unveils innovative reverse vending machines that could be game changers for consumers. Set a precedent. Precedent, not precedent.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Sure.
So what do you think just happened according to that? Coca-Cola unveils innovative reverse vending machine that could be a game changer for consumers. Set a precedent.
Okay.
What do you think it is?
I think it's you bought a soda, you thought it was sugar-free, it turns out not to be, so you have a machine that you go to and you stick it in there and it swaps it out for you.
Well, you stick it in there. But what do you think you stick in there?
Probably the empty.
You just drank a soda.
Yeah.
I
was thinking that too, but I didn't think they'd go there.
Well, they didn't. But
okay.
I was hoping you
What
would have.
Steve did. Okay,
I was hoping you would have.
Yeah, right.
So, okay, first off, there it is. It's a Coca-Cola recycling machine.
Yes.
And you get credit for Coke stuff and stuff like that. But I don't know about you, but when we used to go up to Eagle Lake, they had these, not branded, but they had a machine that you'd put the cans in, and we would go in there. It was like my side job for making money when we'd go up there on vacation. I'd go around collecting cans and bottles, and I'd take it there. Mostly, I think it was mostly cans. I think it was a can, and it would just put the can, and then you get money. You get actual cash. When you get you got cash because it was recycling.
Yes. Yep, I remember that too, but they didn't go over very well.
Okay, so now in 2025 they're going to go over?
Oh no, this is just publicity.
Yeah, I don't see any more on here. I'm like, set a precedent? What precedent are you setting? It makes no sense. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I do know that we are, ever since the pandemic, it sounds weird, but people started to learn how to recycle. Oh, I hate when it's
well, they don't recycle anyways. The stuff goes back to the other places. I just thought it was weird. I was weird. I'm like, this is not new. And okay, so Eagle Lake was like 20 years ago at least, maybe more. So what's this new thing that they're coming up with? Is that like fashion when bell bottoms came back in?
Yes, it's the exact same thing. People find a bandwagon. Social media drives it all.
I just thought it was weird.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
So I found something new for you to go find.
NEW, not NUDE. Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Ooh, Twix.
Ready?
Sure.
New candy flavor.
A new candy flavor. Twix.
This could be
Snickerdoodle?
Snickerdoodle.
Okay,
so you get
Twix
caramel and cinnamon. That could be good because it's a cookie bar.
Right.
So think of a Snickerdoodle with caramel and chocolate on it.
That sounds awful familiar to a different candy bar, doesn't it?
Like what?
Well, we get these little bags with miniature Reese's peanut butter cups, and then I'm trying to remember. It's in a red wrapper. Red wrapper.
Kit Kats?
Yeah, those things.
No, that's not cookies.
Kit Kat's not a cookie?
No, it's a wafer.
Oh, okay.
So you need to find the left. I'm going to be very specific. You need to find the left Twix Snickerdoodles.
Oh, okay.
Because you know they're made in two different factories.
Yep, that's what the commercial says.
Factory.
And we know that everything we see on TV and the internet is true.
It might as well just be a Snickers.
Sneakers.
A Twix Snickers. But it could be good.
Works for me, Maynard. Sure.
Snickerdoodles.
Mm-hmm.
So they could be actually pretty close.
I don't disagree with you at this at all. No argument from me, Steve.
All right.
I know you were hoping for one, but sorry. I have to concur with this one.
Do you like Muddy Buddies?
I vaguely remember them.
Do you know what Muddy Buddies are? Or were? They still make Muddy Buddies? I think they still make Muddy Buddies. Don't they?
I don't know. I really don't know. I want to say they're shaped like a hamburger, but they were chocolate
and
nuts or something.
No, not Nutty Buddies. Muddy.
Oh, Muddy Buddies.
Puppy Chow.
Buddies. Puppy Chow.
You've never had Muddy Buddies or Puppy Chow?
No. I had Puppy Chow for my puppy.
Puppy Chow. Puppy Chow is also known Monkey Munch, Muddy Buddies, Muddy Munch,
Okay.
Reindeer Chow.
Yeah, I sort of remember that at the holiday season.
Chex.
Somebody brought that in. Yeah.
Chex Classic Chocolate, Peanut Butter, and Powdered Sugar. The Chex Mix recipe that's been beloved by families for years. Transform Chex cereal into a delicious treat just 15 minutes. We call it Muddy Buddies, but you may know it as Puppy Chow. You've never had that?
Yes. Long time ago.
Well,
Deep subject.
Oreos and Chex Mix is going to take it one step further.
Okay.
They're going to make Muddy Buddies with cookies and cream Oreo. So they're going to put cookies and cream Oreo on the outside of the Muddy Buddy.
Okay.
The cream is going to hold it to the Chex, and the crushed up cookie is going to stick to the...
It has potential.
Right? Could be good.
Oh! Crab Rangoon casserole.
Up next.
I'll have to let Sif know about that.
What?
Oh, not Sif. Lorelei.
What? The crab rangoon casserole or the Muddy Buddies?
Yes, the crab rangoon casserole.
Yes.
She loves crab rangoon, but she calls it crab raccoon.
Okay, so could you please tell our listeners who you're talking about?
So I said she's one of the girls from the game. You weren't paying attention. Lineage 2 that I play, yes.
More.
Oh, she like when she orders crab rangoon, she calls it crab raccoon.
Okay, and how do you know this? Because she orders it during the game?
Yes, because they're on the they're on the West Coast. So while I'm playing the game after, my work day's done, it's their dinner time and she has it delivered.
So she's eating crab ragoon while she's playing Lineage 2.
Yes.
Sounds like a stressful game that you have to pay a lot of attention to.
It can be, but it depends on what we're doing. Like,
No, I don't think so.
Like I played today with a group that is helping me get better, and I kicked ass today. Probably the best I've ever done this area.
That's crazy.
And I ate my dinner while I was doing it.
So that's your excuse now?
I'm going to have to eat dinner every time I do this event so that I can, always do
Play
great.
better. Yeah, great. Wonderful.
Totally radical.
Okay.
So
did you hear about the mistake Subaru made?
Wait a minute.
It's a simple yes or no question. Did you hear about the mistake Subaru made?
I heard about something that they're doing, but I don't think it's a mistake.
Well, what are they doing?
They're having a problem with the cars being so safe for the people in them that they're having problems with people that are getting hit.
Wow, you are really struggling to make this work, aren't you? I'm just going to let you wallow. I'm going to let you wallow in that. Good luck.
Okay.
So you want to try again?
I just cut to the chase. I heard something about them putting airbags on the exterior of the vehicle to help.
Yeah, they screwed up. They put the airbags on the outside of the vehicle.
That's not a screw up. That's where they should go.
Well, why don't you just make the drivers safer?
The driver's already safer in the vehicle, but they're having
No, the driver, the person operating the vehicle.
Oh, I see. Be
I
a
don't want
safer
a loose
driver.
nut. I don't want a
understand.
loose nut behind the wheel.
Right, but that's never going to happen. We're always going to have them.
They're doing it right now. They're called Waymo.
Waymo?
Yeah, the automatic driving taxis.
Oh, okay.
That all you got to do is put a cone on its hood, and it just can't go anywhere. You've paralyzed it.
Ooh, that's
You've seen that they do that, right? You take a safety cone on a self-driving car and you put it in the middle of the hood, and the car, that's it. Car can't go.
Oh, because the cameras are in the windshield. Right.
Well, not only that, there's a cone there, so it obviously thinks that there's something wrong.
There's a cone, right.
So it can't move to get around the cone because no matter which way they move,
the cone's still there. Right. Okay.
So it just sits there. So that's how you cripple a automated vehicle. Put a safety cone on the hood.
Yes.
But yeah, so they're adding protection for the cyclist. Subaru is adding protection for the cyclist you hit.
That way they can sue you.
Yeah, they put an airbag. They have a great picture here too. Check that out.
Yeah. That was on my news feed yesterday.
Yeah, see, you had it right, but it just, if you wouldn't tie the wires to the pedestrian there to keep them in front of your car, that would probably be a little nicer.
Right.
There's the airbag.
And if I recall correctly, it's not.
He already broke his legs, though.
In America, it's only going to be available in the Japanese version.
Yeah, he already broke his legs.
Yes,
so.
But then he's still alive. Because I guess the most dangerous thing is the head on the windshield, just like if you're not wearing a seatbelt.
But when you slide off and then smash your head on the pavement.
On the asphalt, right.
Yeah, they had one that reached up and grabbed you. The airbag came up and they kind of held you on the car.
Do you remember the CGI or animated movie Speed Racer?
The sound effect of the Mach 5.
When they get into an accident, the whole car films with foam real quick, like instead of an airbag?
No. That was... that
was Speed Racer.
Demolition Man. That was Demolition Man with...
Speed Racer.
Demolition Man with John Travolta, Sandra Bullock, can't think of the comedian's name. Yeah. Deal with it. All right. I think we got time for one more candy related. More homework for you to do. There are 7 wild new Hershey candies coming this year. Okay.
Okay.
This is a big. One of these is a big fad that's coming out, and when I get to it, I'll go, okay, you got to find these. And I don't know if you've even seen this by you. Okay. So Hershey's is coming out with peanut butter pie miniature cups.
Oh yeah, we saw that. Susie was
Okay.
interested. Yeah.
All right, you got to get it for the show. Hershey's milk chocolate with caramel. Okay, now here's the problem with that. It does not say that on here, but the ones I bought are s'more flavored, and I didn't like them. And it says on the wrapper s'more flavored. That does not say s'more flavored. So when I bought them, I thought they were just regular milk chocolate with caramel, but these were s'more flavored. So I wasn't crazy about that. Not too crazy about this one.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, Hershey Kisses. No. Okay, this is just Reese's Pieces and chocolate.
Right.
Right. Okay, here we go. Chewy Jolly Ranchers. And their poppers.
Okay.
So it's got a candy shell, chewy core, and a fruity center.
I don't know. I'd try that.
Okay?
Sure.
Here's the phase that everybody's getting into for candy.
Freeze dried. Yes, I've been seeing that too. Yeah.
Yeah. What does that taste like? And how do you freeze dry hard candy?
Good question.
But they did. These are good, actually. I've had these. I'm not Charlie Rancher ropes, but I've had the rope ones. Those are good.
Yep.
I like those when I see those. Okay, that's it. That's what's happening. So you need to look for these. Find them and let us know.
Okie dokie.
Not there. Okay. Is it time for our word of the week?
It can be, yes. Especially since I'm pretty sure I should skedaddle now.
Why should you skedaddle?
Well, because, I am going to have to go pee from drinking this beverage.
So are you telling me that you want to do this?
Run away! Run away! Run away!
That what you want to do?
I certainly remember that scene too. Good choice there, Steve. Okay.
So what's our word of the week then?
It's skedaddle. It means to leave immediately, run away, scram, especially to flee in a panic, just like that clip showed you.
So here's my question for you, Mr.
I have an
Scott.
answer for you.
Okay. What's the answer?
Well, you have to give me the question, then I will give you an answer.
No.
That's the way it works.
No.
It's only Jeopardy that gives you the other.
Well, you're in jeopardy now.
I am not in Jeopardy. I am not that smart.
Okay.
It baffles me how smart these people are. It's like, where do you know this shit from?
When or where was the origination of the phrase skedaddle? How old of a phrase is it? Where was it originated and popularized?
Well, considering that clip showed that was King Arthur's time, that a long time ago.
That movie wasn't filmed in King Arthur's time.
Of course not.
Okay, so then that wouldn't be the answer.
I'm not actually sure. I just remembered from as a kid, my grandparents would say, "Time to skedaddle."
Would you be surprised if I told you that phrase originated during the Civil War?
I would not be surprised. That time sounds about right.
Yeah. I don't know why that time sounds about right to you. Like you were there and you heard it.
Well, no, because
I remember back when I was in the Civil War.
That was
and
3 lives ago.
It's a very weird way.
Yeah.
It's a very weird way to
if
phrase
I recall
that.
correctly, I was a mule in the army.
You were you're still a jackass. So
there you go. See, I set you up just for that. Thank you, Steve.
Well, I was hoping that's where you were going with it. Is that where you were going with it?
Yes.
Wait. What the hell happened?
Why are we waiting, Steve? You're cutting and pasting. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, whenever we skip show subjects, Steve likes to cut and paste them into the next week's episode.
Well, so I remember which ones we did.
Yeah.
So I know.
Well, actually, I need to know which one we did because I have to put them on the editing sheets.
Ah. Well, in that case, thank you for watching, so you can start editing.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision, which it really is,
please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels. I got to fix that webpage. I've got to. There's so much AI that can do it for us now. I'm going to try and get AI to do it. I just got to get the time.
What a concept.
To write the page and just upload it and just go, at least we got something up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
Crazy. Just